After leaving the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve began their new life. They worked hard to grow food, build shelter, and take care of each other. Though life was not as easy as it had been in the garden, they still felt God's presence with them. Before long, Adam and Eve had two sons, Cain and Abel. Cain became a farmer, and Abel became a shepherd. Both brothers learned to work hard and offer thanks to God. One day, Cain brought an offering to God. Abel also brought an offering, choosing the best portions of the firstborn lambs. God was pleased with Abel's offering, but not with Cain's, because Cain did not give with a joyful heart. Cain felt angry and jealous of his brother. God noticed Cain's feelings and warned him. Instead of listening, Cain let his anger grow. One day, he invited Abel to the field and attacked him. It was the first time someone had taken another person's life, and it brought great sadness. God spoke to Cain and asked where Abel was. Cain answered, but God already knew what had happened. God told Cain he was under a curse and would be driven from the land. Cain was afraid, but God showed mercy and marked him for protection. Cain left his family and went to live in a land called Nod. Even in this difficult time, God did not abandon Adam and Eve. He blessed them with another son, Seth, who would carry on their family's story. Through Seth's descendants, people continued to call on the name of the Lord and seek His guidance. Though sin had entered the world, God's love and plan for humanity remained strong. Though the world had changed because of sin, Adam and Eve's story was far from over. Life outside the garden was harder, but God had not abandoned His creation. He watched over Adam, Eve, and their family with love, and He had a plan to one day make everything right again. Adam and Eve taught their children and grandchildren about God. They spoke of the garden and how close they had once been to their Creator. Most importantly, they taught them about God's promise. God had made a special promise when He sent Adam and Eve out of the garden. He said that one day, a descendant of Eve would come to crush the serpent's head and defeat evil forever. This promise gave Adam and Eve hope, even when life felt difficult. As their family grew, people began to spread across the land. They planted crops, built homes, and formed communities. Some remembered God and tried to follow His ways, but others turned away. Even so, God's promise remained. He watched over humanity, patiently waiting for the perfect time to send the one who would save His people. Adam and Eve didn't live to see the promise fulfilled, but they trusted that God would keep His word. Through their story, we are reminded that even when life is challenging, God's love and promises never fail. The story of Adam and Eve might be the beginning, but it's just the start of a much greater adventure, a story of God's love for the world.